So our team was doing some bookkeeping as they do. And what did they see come up in the bookkeeping software? They saw Zelle payments coming in. And even worse, on those Zelle payments, as Zelle payments do, there was patient names. So this therapy practice was receiving payments from clients, from patients, and all those payments coming in had those patient names on them. Pretty clear HIPAA violation and a concern, not something we want. Our team then is viewing all that data. Anyone else who has access to the bank or to QuickBooks is also viewing all those patient names, and that information that's supposed to be confidential is now no longer confidential. This is actually pretty common across practices, especially newer or smaller practices. Patients love paying via Zelle. Everyone loves paying via Zelle or Venmo or PayPal. It's easy, right? It's right from your phone, very quick. But the problem is that from a confidentiality perspective, your name is exactly right in that memo line, and it's a clear violation of HIPAA. Now, from a financial kind of bookkeeping perspective, it's also a big problem because those payments all come in individually, right? If you get 20 Zelle payments, you now have 20 different transactions. Whereas if you're using a payment processor, those transactions may all kind of batch together. So it's going to be number one, more bookkeeping work, which is probably going to lead to more cost for you as someone working with a bookkeeping firm, or if you're doing your own bookkeeping, just going to take you longer. And number two, Zelle, PayPal, Venmo, very hard to find information on those transactions. There's no kind of clear statement or place where all those are in one place, and it's kind of easy to figure out, what's all included here. It takes a lot of kind of manual digging to find what's what. PayPal and Venmo usually will not have a description if you receive money into your account from them, which is good from a HIPAA perspective, but from a bookkeeping perspective, actually way worse because then your bookkeeping team actually has no idea what those transactions are for. They're going to need to ask you all those questions, and it's going to take you a lot more time. It's going to take them a lot more time and cost to make that happen. We've had many cleanups where we had to send a client hundreds of PayPal or Venmo transactions because there's no detail on there, and they needed to literally go line by line to figure out what all those transactions were for. So from a HIPAA perspective, Zelle is a big problem. From a bookkeeping perspective, all three of these kind of personal payment apps are a big problem as well. What you really should be using is a payment processor like a Stripe, like a Square, or even better, your EHR, which usually can bill inside of it. Everything kind of stays all contained in one place. I know Zelle, PayPal, Venmo, people love using them. They're convenient, all those good things. But in a business, I really don't see a place for them. Even if you're paying contractors, I would much prefer that's going through some sort of payment, payroll processor or a bill pay software that's made for that, where information can be stored. Information is easy to pull at the end of the year. If you're paying someone via Zelle and you're trying to run 1099s at the end of the year, you're going to have to go back and manually find all that information versus if you're paying them all through Gusto, for example, or QuickBooks, all those records are going to be right in there. You're going to be able to pull them easily, and it's going to save you a whole bunch of time. So make sure that if you are using Zelle, PayPal, or Venmo, it is only on the personal side, not on the business side. And I'll say we often do see a lot of mingling between personal and business when a business owner is using a Zelle or a PayPal or a Venmo in the business, because you usually have like one account and you're both paying for your kids' swimming lessons and paying your contractor in your business at the same time. And those are now coming through QuickBooks, and it's going to take more work to kind of separate those. So just to make kind of an easy rule, I would say don't use those in your business. Keep those only on the personal side. And in the business, make sure you're using that EHR for billing or a different payment processor like a Stripe or a Square, which maybe is even integrated into your EHR. And make sure, that any 1099s, any other payments that you need to make are going through either a payroll or bill pay software. Those are my tips for you. That's going to save you a bunch on the bookkeeping side. It's going to protect you from HIPAA violations, which we really don't want. And just overall, it's going to make life easier.